Matter of fact, that they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Phil.
50 Cent reacted to Diddy reaching a settlement with Cassie in her lawsuit. LOL. He paid that money real quick. He should have done that before the sharks saw that blood in the water. And here they come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every woman he put his hands on.
Y'all, this situation with Diddy and Cassie just got even more disturbing because photos emerged of Cassie with a messed up face, which she allegedly sustained after Diddy put hands on her back in 2014. Meanwhile, audio surfaced of 50 Cent saying someone sent him some graphic photos of Cassie apparently taken during one of the freak-offs that Diddy forced her to participate in. Now, Diddy may have settled his lawsuit with Cassie, but trust, that is just the beginning because Cassie opened the floodgates and people are finally speaking out about all the messed up things they witnessed Diddy do to women. So what exactly was in these photos that 50 Cent saw of Cassie? And does this prove Diddy pimped Cassie out? Let's break it down.
they know, like, if something crazy is going on, if they send it to me, I'll make sure it get out there. Like, as far as this video.com is concerned.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so can we talk about how 50 Cent is the only man in the music industry who has been consistently calling Diddy out for being a weirdo? Diddy literally got all these other grown men scared to speak on his name. But then these same men want to turn around and question why Cassie waited for years to expose him. Look, it's clear that Diddy has some deep connections with people, even more powerful than he is, because there's no other explanation as to why he's never been investigated for all these serious allegations. It seems like everyone in the industry knew what Diddy was up to, and yet they all just kept making gay jokes about Diddy while he was out there really messing women up and allegedly trapping them. Now, don't get me wrong, 50 has also been trolling the hell out of Diddy for years for being on the DL. But when 50 saw what Diddy was doing to Cassie, he did the right thing and tried to expose him. So as you all know by now, Cassie sued Diddy in federal court, alleging years of DV, SA, and trafficking. And while Diddy quickly settled the lawsuit, this made him look even more guilty because he didn't even try to clear his name. See, the same day Cassie filed her lawsuit, Diddy's lawyer issued a statement saying Diddy vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. The statement also claimed that Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. But then, less than 24 hours later, Diddy's lawyer issued another statement saying that Diddy decided to settle the lawsuit. So wait, first you accuse her of trying to blackmail you, but then the next day you decide to give her everything she asked for and more? Oh, okay, because this doesn't look suspicious at all. Anyway, people are saying Diddy only did this to avoid the discovery phase in the trial. Now keep in mind that Bill Cosby's case also started as a series of civil lawsuits, and just because Diddy settled with Cassie does not mean the prosecutor won't get involved and file criminal charges against him, especially now that evidence is starting to surface of Diddy allegedly trafficking Cassie. So in her lawsuit, Cassie described how Diddy forced her to participate in what he called freak-offs, or FOs, with a bunch of male S-workers he hired to SA her. According to Cassie, Diddy would ply her with different substances before the freak-offs, which meant she wasn't in the position to give consent. In Cassie's lawsuit, there's a whole chapter dedicated to this, and it's titled Mr. Combs Forces Miss Ventura into ST. And I'm not saying the words, but I hope you know what ST stands for. The lawsuit says that while in New York City, Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura that he wanted to engage in a fantasy of his called voyeurism, and that it would turn him on if he saw Miss Ventura with another D. According to Cassie, the first time it happened, Diddy hired a man and brought him to his home in Los Angeles. Cassie claims that Diddy told them they would all have to wear masquerade masks and ingest substances. Then Diddy allegedly directed Cassie to perform acts with this man while he watched them, touching himself and instructing them to do specific acts. According to Cassie, over time, Diddy started requesting weekly freak-offs, which usually took place in hotel suites. Cassie even named the hotels where these encounters took place, and she recalled one incident that took place around 2013 when Diddy had an FO set up at the Intercontinental in NYC and was charged with tens of thousands of dollars in damages by the hotel. The lawsuit then describes how Diddy started forcing Cassie to use websites and escort services to find male S workers to participate in the FOs, and he allegedly told her to search for large black D's on these websites. According to Cassie, she was required to dress up in lingerie for an FO, and Diddy insisted that she wear white nail polish to contrast her nails with the skin of the black men he hired. And then Diddy allegedly started treating these freak-offs like movie shoots and would direct Cassie and the male S workers on what to do and how to speak to each other. Cassie claims Diddy would use his phone, laptop, and tablet to film these encounters, which she describes as forced. He treated the forced encounter as a personal art project, adjusting the candles he used for lighting to frame the videos he took, the lawsuit reads. And when Cassie tried to resist and told Diddy she no longer wanted to participate in these things, allegedly Diddy would threaten her with the footage he recorded during previous encounters. The lawsuit describes how, on one occasion, he sat next to her on a flight and made her watch a video she thought she had deleted, reinforcing her inability to escape and the immense power he held over her. These encounters would allegedly also become aggressive when Cassie tried to resist, and she recalls in her lawsuit how during some FOs, Mr. Combs would become extremely intoxicated and would hit Miss Ventura in front of the male S workers. Cassie then goes on to describe how frequently her anxiety before an FO would become so great that she would become physically ill, sometimes to the point of vomiting. But while kneeling over the toilet, Mr. Combs would shame her into performing for him, eventually forcing her to get up and proceed with the encounter. She knew firsthand that telling Mr. Combs that she did not want to engage in FOs was met with anger and Diddy would allegedly threaten Cassie that she could not go to the police because she had a lot to lose. Cassie also specifically said that Diddy started treating these FOs like they were a part of her job. The FOs became work for Miss Ventura, and despite her protestations, Mr. Combs insisted on these intricately staged and forced encounters between Miss Ventura and various male S workers. So as you can see, by all legal definitions, what Diddy was allegedly doing is called ST, and it's a federal crime. So let's hope that the authorities will take this seriously and launch an official investigation into Cassie's allegations. Just because Diddy settled with Cassie does not mean the federal prosecutor won't get involved and decide to open their own investigation, especially now that evidence is starting to surface that Diddy allegedly distributed footage of Cassie's forced encounters. And it looks like 50 Cent actually got hold of some of this footage back in the day, and he became genuinely concerned. In a recently resurfaced audio from 50's appearance on a radio show, 50 can be heard saying he received some disturbing footage of Cassie. 50 knew that Cassie was in a relationship with Diddy at the time, so he called Diddy to warn him about this. But to his shock, Diddy was completely calm, and it sounded like he already knew about the footage. Now, while you listen, please ignore the other two clowns who are laughing and notice how 50 was dead serious, which means whatever he saw was extremely alarming.
They sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Are you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Phil.
all that. And I called the nigga. I said, yo, you with this girl? Like, you really, like, you like her like that? And he was like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send you something. You look at it, you call me back. I sent him the photos, the pictures and everything, and the nigga called back and was like, yo, thanks, man, about this and that. Yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, where you get these shits from? And I said, you know, like, because they know, like, if something crazy is going on, if they send it to me, I'll make sure I get out there. Like, as far as this video.com is concerned.
Yeah, yep.
And those other properties. So they sent it to me. But, you know, I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like that was happening because of Puffy.
Fans are now speculating that Diddy was forcing Cassie into these freak-offs and filming them for other sick Hollywood elites because, as one fan pointed out, the way he was directing these things definitely sounds like some messed up rituals. The way it was described in the lawsuit about Diddy filming Cassie on multiple devices, adjusting the candles and wearing masks while she was SA'd sounds like some cult ritual-ish. I think he was filming to show other rich elites. And then someone else added, "We now see why 50 Cent don't mess with Diddy. The stuff gets sicker and sicker by the day." Diddy gives new meaning to the word twisted. Imagine how many more others know about Cassie and what was done to her. But let me know how you feel about this new development, y'all. Do you think this will eventually lead to Diddy getting slapped with criminal charges? Comment down below and then check out this next video.